What is up, Lowheat fam and people watching sneaker videos on YouTube? Got another pair in today, and I got this pair because the J23 app notified me that these were restocking or stocking on Nike.com. So shout out to the J23 app. I'm sure a bunch of you are already aware of the Twitter account and the app he runs. But if you somehow don't know about it, definitely give him a follow. Get the app. It definitely helps notify you and alert you in certain instances of specifically mainly Nike and Jordan drops. So let's see what we got here today. I'm excited to get these. I think these were more of definitely a general release, so I'm not quite sure when these officially dropped. I think they dropped a little while ago, but there was not like huge raffles or notifications about these, so it was kind of hard to track when they'd be available and what shops had them. So I wanted them and just never really was able to get a jump on buying them. So I was stoked when I got when I checked Twitter and the J23 app said these were on the Nike store. I jumped on it and they were available. That being said, I could have bought these on the secondary market because they weren't going for a ton. These aren't a highly sought after Jordan. Could have bought them there, but it's always fun to get things for retail from the actual website. So I was lucky enough. I was patient and got these. So what do we have? We have, as I said, the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Air CMFT for comfort. And these retailed under normal Jordan prices. These retailed for 140 bucks US dollars because I don't think there's a whole lot of leather used in these. So that's the main expensive material in most basketball shoes. And most Jordans retail nowadays for like 165. Well, that used to be the cost, or 160, 165. Now it's like 170, 175 is kind of the normal retail price for a Jordan 1. If not higher, if it's a collab or premium materials. Woo! So I forgot I kind of skipped over the different box here than typical. This more recyclable, probably uses less chemicals and paint box. So that's one thing. And then let's look at these. So some interesting packaging here. I didn't know this. Maybe some of you did. I didn't know they came like this, these Zoom Air Comforts. So you got a little Jordan Wings packaging. Oh, this kind of outlines the Air Zoom Comfort, designed in Beaverton, re-engineered for ultimate comfort. So that's what I was going to get into, but now I'll just jump right into it. So these, pause, subscribe. I always forget to do that. Please, if you're enjoying this video, do me a favor and give me a subscribe. That would be most appreciated. It's just one click. It's just one more subscription. It really costs you nothing. So, anyways, I do these as most often as I can whenever I get shoes. So collar is made of 2 free floating foam panels for a more relaxed fit. Now, why they're doing this, why they even made this line of Jordans, probably to be more accessible, more general release, less expensive materials, drop down that price point, make these for everyone, Jordan 1s for everyone, because the mid is the Jordan 1 for everyone, but it just has such a stigma now. They've tried to bring it back through collabs, but it just still has a stigma of just being not a true Jordan. So maybe this is an effort by them to make Jordan 1s more obtainable. And the big knock on Jordan 1s, I'm wearing my heat today, my high heat. The big knock on Jordan 1s is these are not comfortable to wear. And I would agree they're not great to wear and walk around all day. But as far as like my foot in the shoe, I think this is one of the more comfortable shoes for just sitting. Not walking around in, but these aren't snug. They're nice and loose, but they're a little form-fitting. I think these are great to just watch movies in, plane trips, car rides. I love the Jordan 1 for just having my foot in a shoe. They're roomy enough with being just slightly tight. Not even tight. Just they hug your foot nicely and they're roomy. I love Jordan 1s. I don't think they're super uncomfortable. But yes, maybe to walk on, they are a little bit if you're doing an all day of walking. So they've made these Zoom Air Comfort ones to really focus on the sole of the shoe. So foam pods under perforated lining in both the tongue and collar for added comfort around the ankle. I don't know why people need the ankle support so much. Like, I don't know if people are complaining about, oh, the ankle's so uncomfortable. But here we go. Sock liner, heel, zoom bag, foam drop in allows for all-day comfort. And then the bottom rubber sidewall allows for the comfort of foam with the iconic cupsole look of the Jordan 1. So there you go. They kind of spelled out what they all did to these to make them different from regular Jordan 1s to make them more comfortable. So we have, the Z. I think that's the Z for the Zoom Air. Each one of these are individually wrapped like this. This is the first time I see this. I'm shedding hair. This is the first time I've seen this. Very interesting. Maybe they did that because these are, as you can see, cloth. So they didn't want these to bleed, maybe, with the dye, bleed onto the white cloth of the others. So that's probably smart. As you can see, this like got a suede leather. So there is some leather, looks like. Suede leather, and these are these are separated from each other, kind of like these off-whites, actually. So typical Jordans, these are everything sewn together. But these are in multiple layers, as you can see. Interesting. So it's partial the suede leather and then partial this canvas cloth. So that's why they're probably a little cheaper. This whole like ankle collar isn't leather where it typically is. It's exposed foam. So that's part of the difference, is just the construction of these. They put all the money into the sole, and then they've gone cheaper on the upper. So that's part of it, of why this cheaper price point. It doesn't seem like there's extra laces. I'll check the other shoe here. Specifically, now they dropped a handful of these Zoom Air Jordan 1s. Specifically, I like these a lot because of the colorway. I like green, like white, kind of my high school colors, actually. I love green and white. I like this kind of like Kelly green. Some of you might think it's like Celtics green. I'm not a Celtics fan. I'm a Bucks fan. Go Bucks. But I really like this colorway. They've done some other Zoom comforts. I really kind of like those like super iridescent purplish Zoom Air Jordans. I don't know if those were comforts though, CMFTs, but I like those. I hesitated, and now they're like really pricey. They were on sale forever. Didn't get them, and now I kind of wish I did, because they're like all 3M, and in the light in the dark and the light they hit different. So yeah. Back to these shoes, though. No extra laces, it looks like. Just the black pair of laces. You got your canvas, white upper, and then this suede. I would totally spray this down with some water repellent stuff, whatever you use, Jason Mark, or whatever, Crep Protect, to keep these from like bleeding into the white. Hopefully they don't, but I would be better safe than sorry. And then they got this little Zoom Air hit right there, kind of taken a little bit from Off-White and Union. I feel like that little design hit is kind of like lifted from them. You got this cool outsole there with different colored greens. And you got all this exposed foam, also like the Off-Whites. Which has been the trend for forever. And there inside you can see Zoom Air. So I'm going to try these on. Lately, I've been thinking I have too much low heat. So I would consider selling these, but I'm just not going to. I'm going to only get back retail for these, if that. But they are sold out, so I could maybe sell them to someone at retail for who wanted them. But I really like these because I had copped previously the green and black Jordan 1 highs that released like a year ago. Go check out that unboxing video. And I eventually traded those in or sold them, and I've kind of been regretting it since. I didn't like the leather. It was like this weird mix of tumbled leather, but not this faded matte leather. I just really didn't like the way the leather looked on those, and with the red debossed wings, and ultimately just felt like I didn't need them. And now, ever since then, I've kind of been regretting them, because that could have been an everyday pair of Jordans. And now I sold them. So kind of regretting that. So therefore, now I have another green pair of Jordan 1 highs. So I don't know if I'm going to sell these or not, or even if I could, but I like them. I definitely like them. And these will be the replacement of those black green pair that I sold. I really prefer the women's green white Jordans. Also have an unboxing video of those, but they don't go up to my size. As you see, I'm an 11.5, 12, and the true women's sizing usually taps out at women's size 12, which is men's size 10.5. And so I just, unfortunately for me, those women green white Jordans just didn't go up to my size, and I really like those. So these are like the cheap version of those. So I have yet to own a pair of Jordan 1 Zoom Airs. Let me know in the comments if you guys have owned a pair and what you think of them. Are they comfortable actually? Let me know, all you people who happen to still be watching, if you own a pair of Zooms. If you don't own a pair of Zooms, I was going to wear my Space Jam socks today, but I couldn't find the other one. Let me know in the comments if you're stoked for the LeBron James Space Jam movie coming out. Jordan 1, although it's nostalgic, it's not a great movie. Hopefully this one's better. Though that whole line of shoes that are coming out, I'd be wary, all you flippers and resellers. I would only, this is a rule of thumb for every shoe, but I would really only get them if you really liked them. You really liked LeBron. You really like some of those silhouettes with the Looney Tunes. Do not get I would be very hesitant to get those to flip. I don't think they're going to be much on the secondary market. I think some people like maybe the Air Force Ones with Lola and Bugs, but I would be very wary of those if you're trying to resell them. And only get them if you truly enjoy Looney Tunes, LeBron, and those shoes. So yeah, meant to wear my Space Jam socks today, but couldn't. So I just brought it up anyway. I'm wearing my Rodman socks today. I don't know if they go with the Celtics colorway of shoe, but interesting they lace these going inside like that. I don't know if you see that. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see if we can get these on. Whoop, sorry for the camera shakes. Apologize. All right, a little tight. With stance socks, these feel a little tight. Maybe I could have gone 12. Maybe I'm also just fat right now, coming out of the pandemic. That's very possible. Just my foot in, of course, I can't tell if they're comfortable. Let's give it, let's try to stand up without shaking the camera too much. I can definitely feel the air pocket in the heel. To be honest, I don't know how much more comfortable these will be walking. Like, obviously, this is not a wear test, so take this with a grain of salt. I just put it on and stood on one foot. So this is highly unscientific. I'm just saying it doesn't feel like, ooh, bouncy or squishy. But I do like them. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of these? Do they look cheap to you? That's kind of my only worry, is like, do these look cheap with this like cloth canvas upper and this suede and the loose unsewn parts to the collar and everything, and kind of the loose ends on the cloth right there and the perforations? Does it look too cheap? That's my one concern. But I do like them overall. If I don't do a rating system, I know other channels do a rating system sometimes, like Foamer Simpson and some other people. I don't do that. Maybe I should. Let me know in the comments if you want me to start rating these shoes that I unbox. But of Jordan 1s, though, I give these a mid-grade. Obviously, I like them enough to cop them, but I'm obviously willing to part with them. So whatever that is, I give them an 8 out of 10. Maybe 7.75 out of 10. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Please subscribe. Also, big hit. I got a big W. So this is a teaser if you're still watching. I got a random email invoice from Union for the Tent and Trail, Jordan 4 Unions in Desert Moss. So that unboxing video will be coming up when I get them. I know I'm late. There's a million unboxing videos of them. But if you've watched this long and you're a subscriber, all 360 of you, I appreciate you. You'll have my take on those and unboxing coming up. And I got a couple other things coming up. So tune in, hit the notification thinger so you know when I'm posting videos and when those Desert Moss Union 4s come in. All right, peace.